32 teams in the middle of OTAs right now, so today we'll be bringing you the latest from across the league. It's a great way to spend your Friday afternoon, I think. We begin with the Giants. Teammates Abdul Carter and Jackson Dart, they made headlines, of course, after a public social media dispute. The controversy began when Dart introduced President Trump at a political rally. Both players gave statements on the matter just moments ago. That's where we start.
The president position has always been a position that I've well respected, regardless of political affiliation, regardless of political party, and my intentions were just that. I also understand in this world, politics can be a sensitive matter, a sensitive topic. I also understand that I am the quarterback of the New York Giants.
You think?
That involves a lot of responsibility. It's under a limelight, under a microscope, and there's a lot that comes with that, and it's been something that I've embraced. I've loved being here. I can honestly say that I love every single one of my brothers, my teammates on this team, regardless of politics, regardless of religious beliefs, regardless of anything that may be different between us. Like, I love them, and they know exactly what kind of person that I am, who comes into the facility every day.
Do we?
Who lays, I lay my body on the line for my guys each and every week, and it's from the connections that we build, the love that we have for each other, and I've been somebody who's always respected, the different perspectives that people may have, the backgrounds that they come from. I understand that we have such a cool opportunity as people, to be in a locker room where it's a melting pot of people from everywhere, and we get to be together.
Some things are bigger than football, and this is one of those things. Jackson is one of our leaders. He's the face of our franchise. He not only represents himself and what he does, but he represents all of us, and that goes for anybody who wears a Giants uniform. But if he chooses to align himself with a man like President Trump, it's my responsibility, based on what I believe and what I stand on, to not only show my teammates that I'm against that, but to show the world. And that doesn't mean that we have to spread hate. It doesn't mean that me and Jackson hate each other or we have beef.
The brother stood on business about what he got going on in his brain and in his beliefs. Standing on business. He said, all right, I don't really care about none of that. I know what I believe. I know what I'm letting you know that what I believe.
Stand on to not only show my teammates that I'm against that, but to show the world. And that doesn't mean that we have to spread hate. It doesn't mean that me and Jackson hate each other or we have beef. I sit next to Jackson every day, every team meeting. We close, we talk. We just, as long as we make sure we got the same goal as a team and our goals align, which they do, and I feel like that's all that matters. So I just want to move past this, and yeah, that's it.
A lot of fascinating perspective there. And from where we welcome in our Giants reporter, Jordan Renan. Jordan, sources inside the building have told you this situation could actually be a positive. How so?
Really a positive, huh?
Yeah, someone even, I think, used the phrase potential blessing in disguise, because during a season, throughout a season, every team's going to go through adversity. They're trying to build a new culture here, right? This is obviously a very
No, we're not building no culture around Trump, man.
sensitive subject. Abdul Carter wasn't happy. Jackson Dart and Abdul Carter talked it out. As a matter of fact, after Jackson Dart talked today, you saw him go up to Abdul Carter, and the two of them hugged it out right there. You see it right there on the screen as I speak. And so it really goes to show you that, and Coach John,
you do that for the cameras?
These are the kind of conversations that you have in real life, that people have in their workplace, that people have within their own family, at family dinners and stuff. And I think that's the way he's viewing it, and the Giants are viewing it as well, is that it could help them moving forward. This is how they deal with adversity moving forward. They talk it out. They had a players-led meeting, basically. I'm not saying John Harbaugh and the coaches in front office weren't in there, but they were on Tuesday. But it was mostly a player-led meeting. They talked through their differences. Jackson Dart explained where he was coming from, and now they say they've all moved on, and the two of them, Jackson Dart and Abdul Carter in particular, seem to be in a good place.
We go, look. We go see how far this goes and how much of a development. Like some people said on here, you better win, Jackson. Because they go say later on, hey, does where you stand politically, is that affecting your play on the field? Is your chemistry with your players and teammates on the team? Is that affecting what's going on with the field? Is this controversy? Does that have anything to do with what you was doing with the rally? It's gonna happen. So that just bulks up the attention later on down the line for what's gonna happen with the Giants when the season come around.